Hi everyone, Sailor Star Fighter here, Dustin here, and today I'm going to talk about the kinship between me and Serena. Because at the end of the day, it was my mistake because I didn't want to listen to her. When I first met Serena, this would have been this was after the Queen Nephelina, end of things. And Serena would always say, I have a boyfriend named Darien, which, well, now he's her husband, but back then he was her boyfriend. And I wouldn't believe her because I dumbly, thought, well, where is he at? You know? And you see, I should have known that he gotten killed by Sailor Galaxia, but yeah, that fool didn't come to any of us yet. So I made mistakes. I should have listened. All the times we hang out and talked, I should have just said, hey, all right, we're friends. That's the end of it. But no, I just had to make it more than what it was. And that's my mistake. It always has been and always was. You know? And everybody knows that one time when we were over her house and Sailor Galaxia, well, sent one of her fiends over with some kind of flatbread like gathering thing or whatever. And there was a likeness of both of them. What do? I drop it face leered down, yeah, like some asshole that I was. That was not one of my greatest moments. And then not listening to her. And then, and then I was wrong. Yeah. I was wrong. She told me many times, and I didn't want to take any of the hints at the time, so that was all on me, sadly. And then after we beat Sailor Galaxia and and Serena finally got to see Darien again, I was like, yeah, you're right, I'm wrong. And I said, hey, you take care, Serena. And I said, I'm happy you got your boyfriend back. Yeah, that was my way of making up for all the shit that I said and did when I was with her. Now, that's just Sailor Stars. And if you talk about stars, at the end of the day, I'm like, what, sending sheets to her in a wire every day? And it's like, unlike stars from other starways, somehow, I guess, making her think that she was still, I guess, making her think that Darien was still writing to her or something. In my mind, I thought, all right, it's gonna come out sooner or later. Because in Stars, she ends up seeing him being taken by Sailor Galaxia in the flight stop, but she puts it in the back of her mind and forgets about it. So I thought, hey, I just start writing these sheets and maybe, make her feel good or something. I don't know. And it was the same way in Stars too. She would write to him and he wouldn't write back, and she'd wonder why that was. Well, you see, in Stars, he gets taken right away, right in front of Serena, right in lead of Serena, and she knows it, but then she puts it in the back of her mind. But at least in Stars, I wasn't that creep that I was in Sailor Stars. I mean, at least I knew Serena had at least I were on look that Serena and Darien were together instead of being that asshole that I was in Stars. You know? So yeah, that's just really me talking about that and sense of my mistakes. I got folks in the Sailor Moon followership that go, oh, who do you want to see together? Serena and Darien or Serena and Dustin? See, that's my mistake right there. And I man up to it. But I can't go back and undo everything that happened. So yeah, that's all the time I got. Tell me what you think about this. Give this film a like. Share it. Playlist it. Well, it's about the same thing as sharing. Playlisting are the same. Wow, playlisting and beloving. I'll see you later.